They say that there is a mysterious monster in the castle of Glamis. They say that at night the monster haunts the castle. Carrying a lit candle, it creeps along the corridors and prowls past the pantries and skulks through the sitting rooms. From basement to battlements, it roams until morning comes, and then it lumbers back to its hiding place. They say that the monster has been glimpsed in many different parts of the castle. The end of its purple tail was spied whisking around the corner of the Victorian dining room. 2 eyes were spotted glowing from the visor of the suit of armour in the crypt, and huge 3-toed footprints were squashed into the deep pile of the famous Persian carpet. They say that when the moon is full, strange sounds are heard. From the topmost tower of the castle, the wheezing of the monster's gigantic lungs echoes to the hills of the Highlands. And then a whistling noise slowly floats over the trees and into the surrounding forest. And finally, there comes the dreadful screeching and wailing of a soul in torment. The staff of Glamis Castle are kind to the monster. So that it will not go hungry at the end of the day, they often leave out a plate of food before they go to their own homes. They pile up haggis and neeps and shortbread and a wee bannock or two. By morning, when they return, the plate is empty. And they look at each other, the tour guides and the assistants in the cafe and the bookshop, and they say, "It was the mysterious monster of Glamis who scoffed the food." I laugh when I hear this, for I know that this talk of a mysterious monster must be nonsense. And the reason I know for sure is that I have lived all my long life in Glamis Castle, and I have never seen the monster. When the rumours of a monster started, I ignored them as silly stories to thrill children. But then, as they were printed in the newspapers and spread throughout Scotland and as far away as Canada, I began to take heed. I felt I must protect the castle and thought I should investigate these tales. And so I began my search. In the evenings, I lit the candle in my unicorn candlestick and crept along the corridors. I prowl past the pantries and skulk through the sitting rooms. From basement to battlements, I roam until the morning comes. And ne'er a trace have I found of any mysterious monster. Not when I whisk around the corner of the Victorian dining room, not when I check inside the suit of armour in the crypt, not even when treading softly I examine the deep pile of the famous Persian carpet, not one trace. I do get very hungry when I'm on my watch during the long hours of darkness, and it's true that haggis and neeps keep out the cold, and Glamis shortbread is very tasty, and it has to be said that I'm quite fond of a wee bannock or two. I don't think the staff mind that I eat the food they leave out, for I am guarding the castle while they aren't there. But just in case there might be a monster lurking about, this is what I do to scare it away. Every month I climb to the topmost tower of the castle of Glamis, and I breathe in deeply and then slowly out again. And then I play my bagpipes as loudly as I am able, so that the beautiful sound they make floats over the trees and into the surrounding forest and echoes to the hills of the Highlands. And still, I tell you truly, that never, not once, have I ever seen a monster. But I leave you to make up your own mind. Why don't we read this story again sometime and then look carefully at the pictures? And then you can decide whether there really is a mysterious monster in the castle of Glamis.